So juzi tumeenda date. Nimepeleka mtu date. So nikipeleka mtu date, najua kwa hoteli lazima tuende hoteli ambayo inafana kufana. So tumefika hapo date, ni aje nini tukaanza kuangalia pale hivyo, waiter akakam akatupatia hivyo menu nini tuangalie pole pale. So tukacheck menu pale, tukajaribu kuangalia. So mwenzangu pale pia alikuwa anafanya mtazamo na analyze, anaona kuna majina hapa ambayo zingine haelewi. Unajua sasa hii maneno ya kuzoea some other sectors, like some places ambayo menu inakuaga kwa kichwa ya chef. So unakuaga tu umeingia akijua nani mtu fulani ameingia, kama kawaida. Yeah, so but this one tumeenda pale hivyo. So unajua sasa juni date manze, sasa lazima upeleke mtu class So tunaangalia pale hivyo menu. Mimi nikaitisha yangu, alafu yeye bado alikuwa ameangalia pale hivyo, amechanganyikiwa, anashanga what is happening. So anajaribu kusoma hizo majina lakini hazielewi vizuri, but anyway all in all akaendelea tu kuangalia. Mimi chef akaenda pale hivyo the waiter akaenda akafanya mambo yake, akanikuja akaniandalia. So the moment alikuwa anakuja kupresent meza, then my other person alikuwa anaona pale hivyo, anaanza this is the thing, I think I want like that one. So why did she or he want like that one is because the presentation ilikuwa top notch. So presentation here, some hotels manze out here, they are doing very very amazing job. And so being that they did an amazing job, they were able to do something good with presentation. That's why today I'm here to talk about something to do with presentation and formatting. So of course this came as a question. One of the students, I can call you student, because he sent me a script, and he sent me via email, and his script, nilisema nivumilie kusoma hapo kidogo because the formatting ilikuwa na errors and stuff like that, but I talked to him, and we were able to do some final touches on it so that he can be able to correct it and write it in the right format. So congratulations for doing it again, because he sent it again after doing it. It's a short film, but because of that I decided now today I'm going to teach you guys on how to format a script, because you see many of us want to become writers, but you see now there's an integrity of you when you become a writer of a screenplay or a film script. You need to have a proper format. Si kitu utaandika kwa Word ama kitu unaandika kwa PowerPoint alafu una present. No, there's a format of how scripts are written, especially scripts for short films, for feature films, for documentaries and stuff like that. But for today, let us look at the format for scripts, film scripts, because we were doing a short film script with him, and he's really did an amazing job. And we are not talking about the story, we are talking about the format. So first of all, this is just an example of a script. So of course script inakuwaga na some form of elements so that you can be able to, for you to be able to have a proper format, there's some form of elements that you need to have on your script. So the first thing that you will need to have on your script is what we call the title page. So this is the title page, whereby it has the title of the movie, then you have the creators or maybe the people who contributed in the story, they're given credit there, and then maybe hapo chini unaweza andika either is it a fiction or is it written by who, or is it, again you can add something, is it based on a true story, is it a fiction or something of the sort. So you're just writing, and then hapa chini yake kuna kitu inaitwa the year or the month or the time that you created that particular story. So you find that for this one we wrote it back in 2023 of January, and then it was revised back in May, and then you put even the contacts. Okay, so that is the title page, the first element where you need to understand when it comes to formatting a screenplay. So the second element that you need to understand is now coming deep into the other things that are inside the script. So number one, you are looking at what we call a slug line or a scene heading. So what is a slug line or a scene heading? So a scene heading encompasses of just description of the place or the location and the time. So of course kuna format ambayo inaandikwa. That's why you will see a script like this one. For instance, you have what we call EXT Fred Mansion Gate Morning. So when you have ext, so there's that intonation or that abbreviation of ext, or some other scenes you might find them zimeandikwa ent. For instance, kama hapa ni hizi ni ext, so hapa ni huyo alikuwa amecancel, hapa ni int. So int means int or ext means interior or exterior. Is it an outside set or is it an inside set? So that is what you need to that intonation means. And then the next thing that follows up in it the location. So you now write the location of whatever that scene is happening, and then from there you write the next element comes in as the time. What is the time that this particular scene is happening? So that is what encompasses the scene heading. So after that you move on to the next one, the next element, which is action or description. So action or description, what does it encompass? Action or description ni hiyo yenye inakuja hapo chini. So it describes that particular scene, how it is, especially maybe how the location looks, or how people are behaving in that particular scene. Maybe before they start doing conversation, there's a way people are behaving in that particular scene, and that is the reason why the action or description of that scene is written. And again, at this moment you can be having, maybe it's the first time you're introducing a character. For the first time, if you're introducing a character, you need to also describe the character in that scene, because maybe watu hawajamuona in the beginning, so huyu character tunamuona. So for instance, this is we have a scene in page 27. It's scene number 23, and when we look at it, we have like a description whereby we have like it's an exterior scene at Karo's Kibandaski afternoon. Then we have an establishing shot of the day day shot of the ghetto. Then we have Karo, so it's its capital, and then a plumpy, dark 33-year-old motherly woman is at her Kibandaski. Has just finished selling her last customer the vegetable. So you see, now this is the description, because this is the first time you're seeing Karo. You need to describe Karo. You need to describe who Karo looks like. Ni nini pia amevaa, kuna kitu maybe amekuwa amevaa yenye ni special for that scene. That is what you need to do when you're doing the description or the action scene. And then from there, now this one leads us into the next element, which we call the character and dialogue. So character and dialogue was inafuatana, because these are things that when you write, of course, a character, when you highlight a character, you need to put in a dialogue. What is the character saying? What is the character communicating on this scene? Maybe moving forward the scene from one point to another. So that is the point we see now. We see now Karo talking. So the character will come in the middle as in caps, and then we have chini yake kuna dialogue. So the dialogue itakuwa imeandikwa hapo. Now after you've done your character and dialogue, we have another element which we call parenthetical. So what is parenthetical? Parenthetical in short is in brackets, like brackets. So what are brackets? So brackets, they are brackets that come in between the dialogue, the character and the dialogue. The character and the dialogue, there's something in between there that comes as a description. So probably, and most of the time, parentheticals are used to bring clarity of how that dialogue is supposed to be spoken, or some of the actions that accompany that dialogue. So for instance, I'm sipping my tea while talking. So that means I have the writer had written that I will be sipping my tea at that particular line. When I'm saying that line, I have to sip my tea. Or maybe I'm supposed to say the lines while I'm excited. So this is how the actor will respond. He will be saying, or she will be saying the lines with excitement, because the parenthetical may clarify. Hizi lines unafaa uziseme ukiwa hivi. Okay, so that is a proper formatting way that you can do for your screenplay. And now leading us into the next point, whereby once the scene may end, go to the next element called transition. So how you do intending to transit your scenes? Do you intend to do just a cut to, fade in, fade to black, fade out, or something of the sort? So you have your script na scene yako inaisha mahali, kama for example we have like this scene. So this is scene 2. This is interior, Fred's mansion, Watchman Cottage, morning. Then we have the description here, then we have the name Ivo. So scene inaenda ikaishia hapa. So when the scene ends, we see this thing we call cut to. Cut to is a what? is a transition line, is a transition statement, whereby you see now this scene is connected to whatever is happening on the next scene. That means the scene is connected. If something is happening right here and I want to end this scene now and go outside, I have to cut to, because maybe I'm coming back to it, because this scene, when you look at it, maybe they're coming back to it in the next page. So while doing that, that is what we call transition. So that is how you arrange your screenplay to make it appear very presentable. Unaona ule chef waiter alifanya presentation yake pale hivyo, mambo chakula safi, chakula tamu, imepangwa vizuri, and even inavutia the other person even to want to order such kind of a meal. So of course, presentation is very key when it comes to scripts, when it comes to even doing pitch decks. Presentation is very important. So guys, looking into it, kindly go practice with this. And of course, there are certain softwares that are used for this particular to come up or maybe do this kind of write-ups. So of course, kuna software inaitwa Celtex. Celtex is a software that you can use for this particular writing. Is a very common one for Windows computers and even for MacBooks. And then kuna software called also Final Draft. Is also good at writing screenplay because inakusaidia kupanga the format, the way whatever you want to put in that particular section. And then we also have another inaitwa Writer Duet. That's another software. And then again, there's another one which is very free, inaitwa Trellby. So Trellby, these are softwares so all these softwares unaweza zipata online, unaweza enda just Google their names and you can download them and install in your machine and start writing. So if you're looking forward to become a scriptwriter, it is high time you understand the formatting of a screenplay, a TV script, a documentary script, on how they are supposed to be done. So thank you so much for staying tuned, and for those people who are doing questions, keep them coming. I will be tackling all the questions the best way I can with all of you guys as we have at this class online, and thank you so much for joining.